Hello everybody and welcome. Oh my, apparently we're looking up over here now. Well, let's just roll with it. Hello everybody and welcome to this jungle where we have nothing on top of a mountain. This was less interesting than what I had planned, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely say this was less interesting than what I had planned. What I had planned was that we were gonna finish up this highway over here. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. We should be able to build this very easily, and I'm gonna use what we learned last time, and we're gonna bring this in one extra square before we go down to the bottom level. We do have pillars exactly where we need to be, which is not very helpful, I suppose. And not very well planned by me. Let's get those out of here. Fantastic. And now we're just going to take this directly in to the bottom here. Now, you can see that this slopes away quite sharply. And that actually gives us a potential issue here, because we can't make it down to ground level from here. So we're actually going to have to start our slope slightly earlier. So we take it into here. That gives us space already occupied, so that's actually not something we can do. We're going to have to run it from here.
She'll hook you with her smile and hook you again with her curved toes.
Okay, well, we're just going to start here with a highway like that, and then another one like that.
Due to a zoological error.
And then we're just going to see if we can get it up over here. That appears to not be the case. Okay, we're going to have to do some landscaping here then. We're going to have to fill this. So let's go ahead and level it to about this level.
The city zoo.
We're going to have a bit of a cliff over here, but that's perfectly fine, honestly. We're not going to be able to use this for anything anyway. Let's go ahead and soften this terrain that we messed up a bit over here. I would prefer that we not mess with too much terrain. And I think we're going to need to get rid of this for now. Okay. So we're going to do that, take this to here, and then we're going to go back up to around this level. We're going to run it right there. Excellent. And then we're going to do the same thing over here to the same positions. So we want it to be technically right here. And that means that we actually need to do that and run this in at the same direction, or at the same position rather. Like that. Okay, and we're going to need a small turnaround over here, but maybe we run it back a ways. This vertical highway, I mean. We'll have to see about that. But for right now, let's go ahead and take this guy over to here. I'm not going to worry too much about pillars just yet, because we're probably going to have to redo it anyway. The question is, do we do the turnaround right here? I think we do, but we don't do it quite yet. We're going to need to take this guy into here, drop a pillar smack dab in the center. And actually, this is not where I wanted this. We want this to be not right here, but one over. Yeah, that's the perfect spot for the pillar there. And we should be able to then curve this in like that. Perfect. Okay, I'm going to remove that for the time being. And we're going to need to run this guy, not with the curve tool, just directly over, like so. Actually, I brought this a little too far, didn't I? I want this to be not here, but here. Like so. Okay, and then we continue the interchange, like that. And now we can actually build the turnaround right there. So that's fine. And then in this same position, at the same height, which is going to be interesting to try to find. I think that's it. Then we need to bring this in here and into here. And now we should be able to get our curves like so. And like... Oh, I went too far, I think. Oh, we need to actually take this a little further. We need to go like that. That moved the pillar, I'm pretty sure. Is this going to cause issues? It may cause issues. Yeah, that's going to cause issues because of the pillar motion. Okay. We need this pillar to be exactly where I put it, which is right there. I'm just hoping... Okay, it did not move the pillar. Fantastic. I figured it wouldn't. Really? Let's try bringing it in from this direction. Really? That's very interesting. Why is it doing that? I guess we could try bringing it in like that, but even that's causing issues. I flattened this territory. Right? Yeah, that's pretty flat. And flatten it out a bit more. Let's see, I want to be at exactly 90 degrees. And yeah, that's just not the curve that it does everywhere else. I thought I'd avoid that. Huh. Very strange indeed. Wait, it works there. Oh, hang on. That's awful close. It works perfectly fine 1 block away. But not here. Is that good enough? I think it's good enough. I'm going to call that good enough. Okay, let's go ahead and bring this on over here. We are going to need on-ramps and off-ramps, but let's just have our initial draft of the highway in. We're going to have some pillar issues, there's no doubt about that, but not there, or there. Here we probably will. Actually, we didn't. It didn't mess with us at all. Okay. And it looks like we're going to be mostly fine over here. There's some slope too steep going on, but we can swing it out a little bit further. There we go. That was relatively painless. I'll take it. So we are going to continue to run this highway down over this way until we reach, I think, this point. And that's where we're going to do a turnaround. Slope too steep. Yeah, there is a bit of a height differential between them. Let's see here. Something like that. And that's giving slope too steep. Perhaps we can get this one to be a little higher? Yeah, there we go. Perfect. It snapped up that time. So that's exactly what I was hoping for. And then as far as road network around here goes, I have no idea how much we're going to actually be able to get here. We're going to be able to do one, and then bring that over to there. And then another block to there. And then another block puts us right here, which is awkward and is going to adjust the coastline, almost guaranteed. Unless we just don't connect it up. It's a possibility, I suppose. Yeah, that could be a thing. And something along the lines of that. And then no highway going this way over here. So this is all the more highway we have down here, probably. Maybe we take this a little bit further down. Like, say, down to here. Like that. That could work. And this entire area would then get filled in with grid. So it would be kind of like this. And it would just all fill in. That's not the worst. Let's go ahead and get this little bit of grid in so that we can actually do on-ramps and off-ramps in this area. I mean, we don't really have much of a reason for people to be down here right now. So that's a thing. I'm actually shocked that that didn't hit some pillar issues. I really, really thought it would. So let's just see about getting a bit of a curve in here. That should be fine. And then we just connect these roads up. We shouldn't have too much for issues here, except for things like this. And when this happens, we're just going to need to take out this curve for a little bit, run that in, and then run that in. We're going to need to do the same thing over here almost certainly, unless we want to just have this curve. It'd have full coverage. I think that's fine. Yeah, that should do. And we'll just do... Oh, that was not what I wanted. Do something along the lines of this. Gets a little awkward down here, but it seems to be okay. And essentially this becomes a quasi-mega meta block. It's not really that much bigger. It's kind of comparable in size. I think this is just going to remain. We're just not going to build a road down there. Technically, we don't need all these crisscrossing roads, but it's fine. So yeah, this'll do. We then would just need some on-ramps. And the question is, what can we actually do for on-ramps over here? We can get an on-ramp that actually is a bit of a tunnel. That's interesting. Can we get an off-ramp over here, though? Yeah, I was kind of thinking we probably couldn't. So we're going to need to put then an on-ramp over here, most likely. That slope too steep. That works. And then an off-ramp over here, wherever we might be able to. Here I'll have to do. Okay. And then I think... that'll have to do over here. We're not going to be able to get much more at all, unless we repurpose this road to be an off-ramp. Like, we get rid of this entirely, and we, like, try to take it around. It'd be super awkward, and I think I'm not going to do that. I think this will be fine. It'll be served by this over here and this highway over here, so I'm pretty sure we're going to be just fine on that front. But speaking of this highway over here, we do need to get some on-ramps and off-ramps. Well, some awkward slope too steep, but we can just swing out a little bit further. Some nice, glorious beachfront property over here. I'm sure people like that. Slope too steep. Technically that works. Okay, whatever. I'll take it. Now we're getting a pillar issue here because of space already occupied. So we'll connect that into there. And then we'll do that. There we go. And now over here, slope too steep. We'll try swinging it out a little bit. That'll have to do. And pillar issue over here. So we'll just drop that pillar right there. Perfect. Okay. So there's this area ready to be developed, honestly. And we can develop this area over here too. We just need to do a little bit of road work. So let's bring a road out to here and then connect it in like this. And then we'll bring this road in here. This road out to here, and we'll connect it in. And I think we'll just do something along the lines of this. Just keep a diagonal line here up until we reach this point, and then we can go back to our normal grid shape. That seems fine. Yeah, that's okay. We could technically run this road out this way a little bit. It'd be a bit of a dead end, but that gives us slightly more space. Yeah, I don't hate that. I just wish we had some demand. That would be nice. We haven't had any for a while, but I suspect that's because I overbuilt. What do we need over here? Qualified workers? Yep. Well, we're working on it. Our institute is currently up to Oh, we actually need a high school. Hang on. Let's put up a high school over near the campus, I think. Maybe in the campus annex? Or maybe just on the beach over here. Can have it be a boating high school. Perfect. Okay, that should keep our education under control. For elementary, we're good. For high school, with this high school, we are now good. For university, we do still need a fair amount more capacity, so we could think about further developing the Academiopolis Institute a little bit. So let's take a quick look here. We could maybe have... We don't have a lot of room left, mostly because I didn't set this up very space efficiently. I mean, we could move this guy right there, and then whatever gives us the most student capacity, 400 for a study hall. Let's see, 200, 300 for a gymnasium, 0 for a cafeteria, fountain is 0. I think study hall is the best, so we'll get a second study hall in here. And we are definitely going to expand into another area for the Academiopolis Institute, but that'll expand our available capacity slightly further. There we go. So far, so good. We could maybe fit some things over here. In fact, we should probably try to come up with something to put there. Maybe a second gymnasium? Wouldn't be the worst, except that that doesn't have student capacity. A dormitory? Is this a dormitory? No, that's a study hall. We could put another dormitory over here. Now, does that have... Okay, access is on that side. So we just need to build in a path here. About like that. Okay. Well, that definitely got us a little bit more capacity. So we are now up to a capacity of 3,850, so that's progress. Anyway, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.